Okay, so welcome to Excelsior Academy, and like we have discussed in the previous lecture about the basics of the transcription, how RNA polymerase is carrying out the transcription and the difference between the prokaryotes as well as in the eukaryotes, right? So now, keeping those things in the mind, now what I'm going to do is today we are going to do prokaryotic transcription completely. ठीक है, तो जो बेसिक्स हमने कल जो पढ़ा था उसको ध्यान रखते हुए we are going to complete today, and then in the next lecture we will do about the eukaryotic. Eukaryotic थोड़ा सा tricky हो जाता है because as I already said that since because the complexity is more, so the number of the proteins involved in order to carry out the transcription or the replication जैसे हमने पहले देखा, it's complex, right? So the number of proteins involved are more, whereas in the case of the prokaryote it's simple. So guys, I hope you remember from our previous lecture about the promoter sequence in the case of the prokaryotes. Promoter yaad hai? So what are these -10 and -35? They are also known as Tata box, right? What is the another name?
Pribno box.
Good. It is also known as Pribno box. Good. Okay, so you and we have also discussed about the sigma factor. Okay, so this is an additional factor which is required to carry out the transcription. Now, before I proceed, I would like to give little insight about the sigma. So transcription पहले कैसे शुरू होता है? So we have got the promoter. To this, with the help of the sigma, entire RNA polymerase. ठीक है, ये जो alpha NTD and alpha CTD दिख रहा है, this is your RNA polymerase. Okay. Now, in the case of prokaryotes, we know that it is single RNA polymerase. अगर कहीं बेबी आपको रिप्रेजेंटेशन में अगर RNA polymerase 2 या 3 ऐसे 1 अगर दिया है, immediately understand that this is belonging to eukaryotes. If these numbers are not mentioned, okay, then it is your normal RNA polymerase of your prokaryotes. Now, the role of sigma. So with the experiments, the people have found out that sigma is helping the RNA polymerase to bind to the promoter, okay, and start the transcription. ठीक है, सो कैसा होता है ट्रांसक्रिप्शन में? सो यू नो दैट जैसे हमने पहले डिस्कस किया था, एक क्लोज्ड कॉम्प्लेक्स बनेगा, ठीक है, व्हेन ऑल दीज सिग्मा एंड आरएनए पॉलीमरेज आर बाइंडिंग, लेटर दिस इट बिकम्स एन ओपन कॉम्प्लेक्स वेयर द न्यू न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स RNTPs are added by the RNA polymerase and it starts forming the RNA product. ठीक है, इतना क्लियर है, right? Now the problem is that, like, what they have found is that the application of sigma. So first thing is that sigma jo hai, it is not present throughout your replication. Okay, throughout your transcription. Okay, now this acts like a kick. What does it mean? See, जैसे हम कोई गाड़ी शुरू करते हैं, so we give ऐसे what to say, we need to give the acceleration again and again, right? So that properly it gets started, and then only we go ahead on the road, correct? In the same way, sigma also is doing the same thing. So sigma क्या करेगा? It helps the RNA polymerase to bind to the promoter and it will start doing the transcription. But again, that small transcript will be degraded off. Again, it will go back to the promoter and it will start. जब तक around 20 to 50 nucleotides are not added, तब तक sigma उसको छोड़ेगा नहीं. So once the RNA polymerase gets the kick, okay, and it has synthesized this much of 20 to 50 nucleotides, यानी कि इतना transcribe हो चुका है, then only the sigma will leave the RNA polymerase and the transcription will go into the elongation step. Yes guys, clear hai? It is like critical to understand because, and it is important also with point of view of your exam. Is it clear? All the points, the concepts, like what is the main function of sigma? Shruti?
Yes.
Yakshaya? Okay. Tanvi, what about you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ठीक है. So this is really very important to understand and remember as well. Okay, good. Now, So now look at the figure. So we have got the RNA polymerase. It has got alpha NTD. NTD stands for N-terminal domain. This is your C-terminal domain. Okay, N is your amino. This is your carboxy terminal domain. Okay, so it is going to recognize the UP elements, whereas sigma regions 2 and 4 recognize the -10 and -35 regions. This I was showing before also. So when I say that sigma 4 -35 को recognize करता है, sigma 2 region -10 को recognize करता है, what does it mean? It means that the protein of this, they are mainly helix, turn, helix. Oh, sorry. Okay. And what are these -10 and -35? They are your DNA stretches, correct? So it has to be protein in such a way that helix turn helix, it's wrapping around the DNA in order to recognize the promoter sequences. Clear? So these regions, they are made up mainly helix turn helix and are able to recognize the DNA stretches, that is scanning or recognizing the promoter region. This much is clear, how sigma is recognizing the promoter with the help of its sigma 2 region and sigma 4 region. Okay, clear? If you could remember this diagram, more than sufficient. You know, इससे ज़्यादा कुछ याद करने की ज़रूरत नहीं, because this is itself is enough. Okay, good. Now this is how your initiation starts, and there are more things to be added in this only. Now, can you see, this is your DNA, -10 and -35, how sigma 4 and sigma 2 regions are binding to these regions. Okay. Now, sigma region 2 has 2 pockets that each bind one flipped out base of the non-template strand of the -10 element. Now, these are energetically preferred binding. Okay. When we say that energetically preferred binding, what does it mean? Simple scenario, your delta G is negative. Okay, it is spontaneous and it does not need ATP hydrolysis to carry out this function. Okay, so this is the example of Taq RNA polymerase, and it has got the double-stranded DNA. So you can see blue color is your DNA, and you can see the bases. Okay, okay. Now, and the portion of the single-stranded DNA of the open complex. Can you see? Are you able to visualize? See this much portion, and यहाँ पे जो yellow portion है आपका, right? It is just single stranded to which your sigma 2 has bound. अभी इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? From the closed complex, it has gone into the open complex. Okay. Now, because of this opening, can you see that there are 2 bases which are flipped out, A and T? Let me mark it for you. This one. Are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Abhi hua kya hai? What they're trying to show, this is actually the crystallography structures they show, right? So what they are shown is that when they say that they are going to melt the DNA, यानी कि closed complex से उसको open complex करना है, sigma 2 region करता है आपका, ठीक है? Okay, sigma 2 नहीं बोलना चाहिए. I should say sigma region 2, because sigma 2 अलग ही हो जाता है, because we have got different types of sigma. Sigma 70 is there, sigma 42 is there, sigma 36 is there, sorry, 37 is there. Okay, so these are how different forms of sigmas are available. Okay, so you should say that sigma region 2 represented like this, sigma region 4 represented like this. Okay, now what they're trying to say is that now when they're melting the DNA, the sigma 2 region is responsible for that, and this they are doing by flipping out the bases, okay, and breaking the hydrogen bonds. So that's what they have shown over here. Okay, so is this slide clear? All the concepts we are going slowly. ठीक है, यही सारी चीजें आपको help करेगी in order to understand the initiation, elongation and the termination. Okay, I hope this is clear. So we have started with the promoter, like how the promoter looks like of your prokaryotes -10, and you need to talk about -10 and -35. Then you need to talk about sigma. Then usko bind karta hai aapka RNA polymerase. Okay. Now for the further, like for the enhancement of the RNA polymerase activity, the alpha CTD unit, जो अभी last carboxy terminal domain हमने जो पढ़ा था, it goes and binds with the up elements. Okay, so sigma and your alpha CTD is making sure that it is able to carry out the transcription with the full energy, okay, without any problems. So they make sure, but yeah, eventually we know that there are many things which are the hurdles. Okay, this is the same thing like how sigma 2 is coming, it goes and binds. So this is the analogy. -10 आप देखो यहाँ पे, ठीक है, double stranded DNA आपका ऐसा दिख रहा है. Now it is coming, your sigma 2 is coming. Look at the figure, follow the figure. Sigma 2 is coming. Now you can see that there is a gap, like two gaps are there, the pocket, okay, the two pockets are there. So it is going to take the A and the T. So what will happen, because of which the attachment or the melting starts. Okay, so with the flipping of the bases, it is possible by the sigma region 2 to start the melting and start the transcription by the RNA polymerase. इतना clear है सभी को? Yes, Tanvi? Should I repeat? Just follow the figure. Just follow the figure, it will become very clear then. You can tell me, I can repeat if it is required.
Ma'am, what is happening after the A and T are flipped out?
So when A and T are flipped out, you can see that the bonds are broken, right? The hydrogen bonds are broken. इतना
Yes,
clear
ma'am.
है? Flip किया, तो because of that the DNA see, अगर आप कोई चीज flip कर रहे हो, so there is a torsion to the DNA structure which resulted in the breaking of the hydrogen bonds. Ultimately, what is happening? From double-stranded DNA, I am getting single-stranded DNA. Correct?
Okay, ma'am.
है ना? Okay. See, when you flip out, देखो उसने दो चीज को पकड़ के खींचा है, so obviously it is resulting in the some distortion to the DNA structure, which resulted in the breaking of the hydrogen bonds and opening of the DNA structure. That is your transcription bubble. Yes, yes, Shruti.
Is it always A and T, or is this an example?
No, it is always, see, because we are talking about the promoter. It has got only one promoter. Prokaryotes have got only one promoter, correct? So that's why they have done in detail. अब ये चीज मैं eukaryotes के केस में नहीं बोल सकती, like only A and T or -10, -35. Correct, because in case of eukaryotes, we have got many promoters, many genes, many promoters are there, many different types of RNA polymerases are there. So there you don't have specific. Here in the case of prokaryotes, you know RNA polymerase एक ही है, तो एक ही promoter है, एक ही टाटा बॉक्स है, और वही सीक्वेंस है. ओके, अगर आप सीक्वेंस भी देखो क्या दिख रहा है हमें यहाँ पे, TATTA, which is a sequence of your टाटा बॉक्स, है ना?
टाटा बॉक्स है.
Going to be same. And it becomes important क्योंकि ये एक ही है and it is not difficult to remember, तो ये एग्जाम में इसी में से ही क्वेश्चंस आएगा. आपको कोई यूकैरियोट्स का कोई नहीं पूछेगा कि यूकैरियोट्स को मेल्ट करने के लिए कैसे क्या होता है. See, that's why I'm saying this is important. Okay, these diagrams, they are from the Watson only. Sometimes I take from the Google images for the better representation. So far so good. Like, are you able to follow? अभी तक हमने क्या क्या देखा? So we found out the promoter. ठीक है, प्रमोटर मिल गया, सिग्मा का रोल मिल गया, आरएनए पॉलीमरेज बाइंड कर गया, और सिग्मा ने अभी फ्रॉम द क्लोज कॉम्प्लेक्स इट हैज रिजल्टेड इनटू द ओपनिंग ऑफ द कॉम्प्लेक्स. दैट इज नोन एज योर मेल्टिंग ऑफ द डीएनए और द प्री इनिशिएशन ऑफ द ट्रांसक्रिप्शन. ठीक है, सो फार सो गुड.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके ओके. ना थोड़ा सा और कॉम्प्लिकेटेड. Now you can see, you can imagine the RNA polymerase का structure सबसे पहले. Just look at the purple color thing, and we know that the RNA polymerase in the case of prokaryotes are made up of beta, beta dash, 2 alpha, right? Then omega, and we have got sigma. Correct? Just visualize कहाँ कहाँ पे आपका बीटा है, कहाँ बीटा डैश है, कहाँ अल्फा है, कहाँ पे आपका सिग्मा है. Can you just find everything? So we have got the beta dash, we have got the beta. ओके तो ये जो अगर हाथ की तरह आप इमेजिन करोगे, लाइक लुक एट योर ओन लेफ्ट हैंड, सो यू विल सी दैट बीटा पिंसर इज योर थंब, बीटा फ्लैप आपका वो पाम रीजन हो जाता है, फ्रंट पाम रीजन, देन बीटा डैश पिंसर जो आपके फिंगर्स हो गए. ना इफ यू आस्क मी वेयर आर अल्फा, तो अल्फा आपके यहाँ पे अंदर की तरफ है. ओके, वेयर द मेन nucleotide addition is taking place. Then of course sigma you have seen. Now in the sigma also you can, over here they have shown the sigma 4 and then the sigma 3, sigma 1.1. Can you locate and the sigma 2? Are you able to see? मैं एक बार highlight कर देती हूँ. So you have got sigma 1.1, you have got sigma 2, sigma 3 and sigma 4. Okay. Now if you see that in between there is a connection, ऐसे ये line जैसा दिख रहा है क्या आपको? ऐसे ये, which is connecting all the sigma numbers. So those are turns which are present in the protein. Okay, so mainly they are made up of helix, turn, helix. So this structure of the sigma is helping to bind the promoter region of the DNA. Okay, let me just make it clear. Are you able to visualize? ऐसे imagine कर पा रहे हो, like in your mind? Okay. Now, so the sigma goes and binds to the -10 region. The channel through which DNA, RNA enter or leave the RNA polymerase enzymes are also shown. So we are going to see how exactly this is happening. The only channel which is not shown here is the nucleotide entry. वो सिर्फ नहीं दिखाया. Now the channel would enter the active site from the back of the page. At bottom the position is shown as +1. Now can you locate +1 कहाँ पे है? Is it present near where? दिख रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
So it is +1. So what does it mean by +1? That, yes, anyone would like to try?
Ma'am, plus is upstream.
हाँ, but +1 यहाँ पे क्या मीनिंग आ रहा है?
Upstream, one nucleotide upstream of the gene.
So it means from here onwards the nucleotide addition will start. ठीक है? Correct. Okay. Now, are you able to see how the DNA is present and how your mRNA तो अभी नहीं बना है, not mRNA, RNA. So can you see how DNA is passing through the gaps between the beta dash pincer and the beta pincer? Just simple, जैसे अगर हमारा हाथ है और उसके बीच में से एक rope निकला हुआ है, just twisted rope is there. So you can just see how it is entering and exiting. I tried finding the video of this, but I couldn't get. So it's all on your imagination now. So what you have to see is that, see, आपको अभी यहाँ से ये and ये, okay, this much of your DNA is, this is open DNA. Can you see this portion? This is your open DNA. Oh, let me just highlight. The open DNA. Okay, sigma 2 region, -10 region bind किया हुआ है, right? And it is an open DNA. So from where it is going to start, you're adding the nucleotides. Now nucleotides addition भी कैसे होगा? Anti-channel is there. So first the RNA polymerase is going to make sure that only the ribose nucleotides are added and it is a correct nucleotide. Okay, depending on the template it is using. Then you can also see that जो dark purple color में है, that is your exit channel of the RNA. So जब भी यहाँ पे ऐसे template बनेगा, it will be leaving like this. ऐसे. So it will be leaving like this. Okay. थोड़ा बहुत तो idea आया होगा. Not for your
Yes, ma'am.
एग्जाम के लिए तो आप याद कर लोगे, बट कैसा है ना, वंस यू रिमेम्बर, वंस यू कैन इमेजिन इन योर माइंड, देन फॉरएवर यू आर गोइंग टू रिमेम्बर. जैसे एबीसीडी हम कभी नहीं भूले आज तक, द सेम वे इट विल बी लाइक दैट. सो जस्ट लुकिंग एट द फिगर, देन यू विल रिमेम्बर द एंटायर मैकेनिज्म ऑफ ट्रांसक्रिप्शन. ठीक है? सो इफ दिस इज क्लियर, देन एवरीथिंग बिकम्स वेरी इजी. ओके, सो दिस इज, या, सो 1 second. हाँ, so this is your initiation. So +1 से आपका nucleotide start हो गया है. Now what is happening is that by the time it reaches around 20 to ऐसे 30 या 50, किसी बुक में 20 to 50 दिया है, किसी बुक में 20 to 25 दिया है. Okay, so depending on that, whatever it is, जैसे ही RNA polymerase is able to make around 20 to 25 nucleotides, then the sigma will leave and RNA polymerase will start the transcription. ठीक है, it will continue the transcription. This is the start, and जैसे ही वो 20-25 बना लेगा, the sigma will leave and it will continue. Okay, तो sigma का दूसरा काम क्या हुआ? To ensure that RNA polymerase is able or is capable of continuing the transcription, and then it will leave the sigma. Now, if suppose as an interviewer, if I'm asking you how experimentally can you prove that the sigma was present initially and later it has left, अगर आपको experimental design करने के लिए बोला जाए तो आप कैसे करोगे? I'll tell you the name of the technique later. First, you guys have to think about it. So ऐसे question आएंगे where you have to show that the two proteins were together. So of course sigma is a protein, RNA polymerase is a protein. So first the two proteins were together and later on the two proteins were separated. तो ये अगर चीज मुझे prove करनी है experimentally, how am I gonna do this thing? किसी को आइडिया है कैसे करेंगे?
Maybe tag any protein or any kind of thing and which binds to the sigma thing.
Oh.
I'm just guessing.
Okay, actually you are on the right path. और क्या करना चाहिए? अगर मैं सिर्फ sigma, okay, you are saying that we need to tag the proteins. Okay, let us say that as you said that you have tagged sigma. Okay, चलो हमने इसको tag कर दिया. Let us say that it has got the tag. Then how are you going to confirm कि अभी ये साथ में है बाद में ये अलग हो जाता है? So the concept of tagging is correct. Then yes, हाँ Shruti.
We can tag in such a way that the tag is released with just one protein. So at first, when at the start, the tag is clear that it is together, but then at the end the tag का like concentration या कुछ कम होगा वैसा type.
कैसे? Sigma degrade नहीं होता. It goes and binds to another RNA polymerase. And RNA polymerase is also continuing. Tanvi, would you like to try? Okay, तीनों लोग जो पास बोल देंगे, then I'll tell you the answer.
Ma'am, tagging the RNA polymerase also.
Good. Then yes. So this is another point that you need to tag both. Okay. Then what? अब सही जा रहा है. हाँ. So you need to tag both. Yes. Shruti, would you like to add? अब इसमें ये भी आपको डिसाइड करना है that what kind of tag are you gonna add? क्योंकि I'll tell you, see, when we do experiment, you are going to do on a live cell. Correct? Or is it possible to do without inside the cell, or you can just take the cell cytoplasm or whatever? So you can do both. आजकल हमारे पास live imaging भी है, and we can do that also, and we can do, like in the test tube also, where you just have sigma and RNA polymerase. Okay. So let us consider a scenario where in a test tube you have got test tube or whatever your experimental sample is there. It has got RNA polymerase. Okay. It is tagged with one, whatever tag you have decided. Then sigma with the tag 2. ओके अब बस इतना बताना है कि इनिशियली ये दोनों साथ में हैं एंड आफ्टर दैट दे आर सेपरेट सेपरेट. यस. एंड एक और चीज, जब हम कोई चीज विजुअलाइज करेंगे सो इट विल बी इन अ टेस्ट ट्यूब और समथिंग लाइक दैट, राइट? इट इज गोइंग टू बी इन अ सोल्यूशन. इतना आप समझो. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आरएनए पॉलीमरेज अगर यहाँ जा रहा है या यहाँ जा रहा है, देयर हैज टू बी समथिंग हैपनिंग. और अगर मुझे सोल्यूशन में ऑब्जर्व करना है तो मैं कैसे करूंगी? So what kind of tag are you gonna use? Okay, चलो मैं हेल्प कर देती हूँ. You are going to use fluorescence. Okay, so these tag 1 and tag 2, they are going to be your fluoro 4. Okay, so they are going to be fluorescence in nature. अब सोचो.
Can we tag them in such a way that when they separate, the fluoropore changes?
How it is going to change?
Like if it is strategically tagged in a certain place in such a way that if when it separates,
हाँ.
the वो क्या बोलते हैं, the value of the fluoropore changes, either the color changes या फिर something else changes, like chemically it changes.
हाँ,
So it
हाँ.
is still available, but then you can still find it.
Good. So going in the correct path. Now again, I'll give you hint. So as you said that they should be tagged in such a way that, right? So ये कैसे करते हैं? I'll tell you. So one second. हाँ. So what they do is RNA polymerase, ठीक है, will be tagged in such a way that this region it will be tagged जहां पे आपका sigma bind करता है, ठीक है? So RNA polymerase is going to be acting as a fluorescence. इसका fluorescence रहेगा, ठीक है? Now since sigma इसके ऊपर आके बैठेगा, sigma इसके ऊपर आके बैठेगा, okay? What will happen to the fluorescence? The tag is present over here. Can you see that blue color which I have shown? Now on the top of it, the sigma is coming and sitting. What will happen to the fluorescence of the RNA polymerase tag?
Will it be masked by the?
Correct. It will be masked, right? छुप जाएगा. So there won't be any fluorescence, or maybe little fluorescence will be there. Let us say that little fluorescence is there. So now what will happen? If the sigma is leaving, okay, if we say that the sigma is leaving, so what I'm going to expect in my fluorescence intensity?
It will increase.
Correct. It is going to be increasing. So अब मैं इसे बोल सकती हूँ कि हाँ, तो sigma was present before and that's why less intensity was there, and later they are getting separated, hence there is an increase in the intensity. So this is how you are going to prove that कि हाँ, पहले sigma था, अब sigma नहीं है. ठीक है? So this is the concept of FRET. FRET सुना है? No? Nobody? So this is fluorescence resonance energy transfer. ठीक है? So यहाँ पे your sigma was having the quencher or acting as a quencher. तो quencher का काम क्या होता है? To quench, to take the fluorescence, right? So when you remove the quencher, what will happen? The fluorescence will be full, so intensity will increase. तो यही concept है हमारे FRET का, and we'll do in the techniques. But now you know, right? So it's not about only RNA polymerase and sigma. कोई भी दो protein के बीच में, if you want to study the association, like पहले it was associated, later it was not associated. The protein-protein interaction study, you can do FRET. Okay. Then another example where the antibodies are, binding to the antigens which are present on the cell surface of another cell. So there also you just tag the antigen and the antibody, and then later you can see whether it was binding or not. And later it is binding. So आप ऐसे studies कर सकते हो with the help of the FRET. So just remember, whenever two interacting proteins you want to study, FRET is also a good technique to be applied. ठीक है? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Later, there are many other techniques for antibody and antigen interaction. SPR, आपने सुना होगा, surface plasmon resonance. So many are there. But if you want to talk about say big protein interactions, FRET is good. One of the good techniques. अभी कैसे है? जैसे जैसे technology बढ़ रही है, we are having more options, more easy options. आजकल कुछ नहीं करना पड़ता है. वो प्रोटीन लिया, solution में डाला, बस सीधा मशीन में डाला. It's just that the concept you should know कि वो कैसे कर रहा है, क्यों कर रहा है. Otherwise, interpretation of data is going to be very difficult. Okay? Technique तो कोई भी कर लेगा, but interpretation is important. So this was all about the initiation and elongation. Now let's talk about the termination. ठीक है? So there are two methods. So now let's talk about the transcription. So there are two ways by which the transcription can be terminated. The first one is based on the sequences. Okay, so this is called row independent, that is without the help of any proteins. So row is another your termination proteins. Okay, so it is without the help of the row proteins. So here you have got the sequences where it results in the formation of hairpin loop structure. Okay, so this forms this kind of complementary base pairing or hairpin loop structure. And what happens is that once this structure is formed, because it forms in such a sudden way that it gets slipped out of RNA polymerase. समझ रहा है क्या? See, when RNA polymerase is elongating, ठीक है? All of a sudden, अगर कोई यहाँ से खींच के से लूप बना देगा, तो क्या होगा? RNA polymerase के हाथ से वो निकल जाएगा, ठीक है? And that is happening because already the termination sequences, the complementary base pairing sequences has been crossed. So this is how RNA is getting stopped. The transcription is getting stopped. Able to follow? Okay, this is like something आप लेके कुछ चल रहे हो और पीछे से किसी ने आपसे रस्सी खींच ली हो. So what will happen? You will just stop, right? And you will not go further. Same way, same analogy. So because these sequences are in such a way that they form a complementary base pair and forming a hairpin-like structure. And they have got the stretch of U residues at the end. U है, वो भी हमें जरूरत है. Later on, we are going to have the poly-H tail also, right? So इन सब में वो काम आता है. So this is how the one method by which the RNA polymerase is stopping the transcription. Is this much is clear? You don't have to remember the sequence. Just remember it is row independent and the sequences, the termination sequences are such a way that they results in the complementary base pairing forming a hairpin loop structure, which results in the RNA polymerase, which results in the termination of the transcription. Okay, correct? Now, this is one method. The another method is based on the row proteins. Again, it's a hexameric proteins. Now, once it reaches the sequences where the termination sequences are there, it goes and recognizes those sequences, goes and binds to the RNA polymerase, and then it will disturb the hybrid which is found between the DNA and RNA. Okay, and it will just take out, it will just snatches the RNA from that hybrid and results in the termination. Very simple. आपको क्या याद करना है? About the row proteins. That's all. So now just go back and summarize. So हमने अभी क्या क्या पढ़ा है? Yes. So we have discussed about the, so this is about the prokaryotic transcription. Okay, so what is the first step in the prokaryotic transcription? Yes, everyone is going to say. Akshaya, first point.
Sigma is going to recognize the promoter sequence, the data box, -10 and -35, and then it is going to melt it, and from it open complex is formed.
Okay, 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 this is how the initiation is happening. Okay, Shruti, continue.
And then it actually stays on the it stays on until around 20 to 50 or 20 to 25 base pairs have passed, and then it detaches off, and then RNA polymerase continues to transcribe.
Okay, good. Tanvi, last point.
Ma'am, termination one.
हाँ, because elongation में ऐसा कुछ है नहीं. It's just that you need to remember sigma leaves the during the elongation and the RNA polymerase continues. So termination now.
Yes, ma'am. The row dependent. Ma'am, DNA is knocked off, like pulling of row.
Row independent then, है ना?
Row independent.
So instead of saying DNA is getting knocked off, you guys, na, terminology is very bad. Seriously, we say jargon. Okay, jargon कभी सुना है? जिस फील्ड में रहते हो उस फील्ड के टर्म्स यूज करने चाहिए. हाँ, so you guys have to talk about the hairpin loop structure. इसके बारे में मेंशन करना है whenever you talk about row independent. Okay, now when you talk about row dependent, then talk about the row protein, which is a hexameric protein which goes and binds to the RNA and pulls the RNA from the DNA RNA hybrid. Okay, yeah. So that's all about the transcription of prokaryotes. And now, one second. Okay, sorry. Okay, so now any doubts in prokaryotic transcription? The moment you start doing the MCQ, तब आएगा, and then you will realize कि हाँ यहाँ पे ये question पूछ लेना चाहिए था. So that's why I told before any class you can just go through the question, at least just go through the question. ऐसे आंसर आए या ना आए, just go through the question. आपसे इससे थोड़ा आइडिया मिलेगा किस तरह के पॉइंट्स में हमें ध्यान देना चाहिए. ठीक है? So anyways, that's all about the prokaryotic transcription. कोई डाउट so far? Tanvi, Shruti, Akshaya?
Ma'am, what was the role of omega?
No, it is just a part of the RNA polymerase and it comes under the conserved sequence. Okay, so if you see the RNA polymerase ka palm structure, the palm area which is helping, like which is made up of alpha and omega, it is helping in the recognition, like kaun sa nucleotide kaise kab aana chahiye. If you remember in detail, we have talked about in the DNA polymerase, like the pockets which is helping in the correct base pairing of the nucleotides, incoming nucleotides with the template. सेम वे अल्फा एंड ओमेगा उसमें हेल्प करते हैं आपको. ठीक है, ऐसे डिफाइंड फंक्शन तो आई डोंट नो, किसी रिसर्च पेपर में ही देखना पड़ेगा, बट इन द टेक्स्ट इट्स नॉट गिवन. Or maybe we can just Google, I don't know. Yeah, anything else? Okay, so let's start with the eukaryotic transcription. Okay, so today we are just going to do initiation, because in that also the sequence by which the initiation complex is formed is important, because उसी पे based आपके सारे question आते हैं, सारे. Okay, since this much complexity is not present in the case of the prokaryotes, so mainly the sequence what they have shown over here is important to remember. Okay, so again here the promoter is known as by the Tata box, and the first in this case, see आपको यहाँ पे क्या है, RNA polymerase, there is no sigma in this case. Okay, so first thing which binds to the promoter or the Tata box is your TF2D. What is TF2D? Transcription factor 2D. ठीक है, TPB, TBP, transcription factor 2D binding protein. याद रहेगा, it is a binding protein, transcription factor 2D binding protein. So they come and bind to the Tata box. Then comes your A and B. Look at the sequence. ठीक है, पहले D है, फिर A है, फिर B है. Now they go and bind to the promoter region, and along with the F, okay, these all together are recruiting F along with your RNA polymerase 2. Okay, can you see it? TF2F and RNA polymerase 2. Now along with this, can you see the complex formation? Then comes your E and H. This is your pre-initiation complex. What does it mean? Pre-initiation complex in the case of eukaryotes, where H has helped in the melting of the DNA. Okay. Now, later, when these factors are helping in the phosphorylation of your RNA polymerase tail, it starts its transcription. Simple? याद रहेगा? Let's go once again. Tata box, TF2D, इसको बाइंड करने वाला प्रोटीन, then A, then B, F, E, H, and transcription आपका initiate हो गया है. I really want you guys to remember this. ठीक है? Okay. Just see the figure and remember the sequence because it is really very, very important. And in the next lecture, maybe tomorrow onwards, we'll see the function of all these transcription factor. कि कौन क्या कर रहा है. Again, elongation में भी इतना कुछ है नहीं इसमें. Same, but termination has got important points to remember. Okay, guys. Are you confident enough now that you will be able to remember this? The sequence is really very important. I'm repeating again and again. Okay, so I'll be stopping here now.